All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today I wanted to talk about how important is it to balance your life and work just to make sure that you're not burning out along the way. So personal work-life balance, right? So, it's something that I learned over the years, and I took the several years to actually understand how much it was important to take care of ourselves if we wanted to take care of others, right? And for several years, when I was in Europe, in Asia, I was so driven, so ambitious that I was burning out myself because I just wanted to outwork and outsmart everybody. And I knew that I had to put more effort than everybody else if I wanted to succeed, especially that I set myself like a certain time frame to get to my goal. So, like just to be open with you, my goal was to be a general manager at 30, and I managed to get to this position to achieve my goal when I was barely 28. Okay. And I did have like a lot of opportunities. I became manager at 21 years old, managing team members that were over 10 years more than me. I had, yes, indeed, like a lack of maturity at the time. It took me I faced many challenges, which, I didn't run the most healthiest lifestyle like most hospitality professional. I used to smoke a lot. I used to drink a lot. I used to party a lot. When you come back at night, you were full of adrenaline and you didn't want to go to sleep. I wasn't doing any sport, all those kind of things. It was really hard because I was always pushing myself, drinking a ton of coffee, and just, not just going a day after another without even thinking about my personal health. I've been always conscious that, if I was breaking my arm, my leg, if something happened to me, I would be simply out of business. So I was very careful to make sure that I was not hurting myself, but at the opposite, I was forgetting, all those kind of things that was making me healthy mind and healthy body on the long term. Okay. So, I will come to what I achieved after that and how I grew my maturity. But I just wanted to highlight the fact that, for example, when I moved to Hong Kong, I was stuck in a restaurant without windows for 14 to 16 hours a day. I didn't see the daylight for more than 2 years, and I didn't even realize how much it impacted my overall health. I was in a home with small windows, going to work in the metro or subway. I wasn't seeing the daylight, going to the restaurant right away and leave back in the middle of the night just to come back home and do it all over again. I was so sure about my dreams, my plans, my goals that I was barely running a sprint without even taking the time to enjoy the journey, right? To enjoy the relationships, to enjoy the guests, to enjoy every single day. And by being so greedy with my time, being so greedy with my ambitions, I actually believe now with the looking at back that he actually closed me many doors because I was holding on to it too tight, and I think now it brings me to the world of today, where, I think I gain in maturity, I gain in health, I learn how to respect myself and to love myself more, which allows me now to love people even more, to be more present, to be more conscious, to be more aware about things that are happening all around me, and to simply trust the journey. I think it requires a certain time. I didn't discover it during my 20s. I think it's coming with time, with age, with maturity. And once you reach your 30s, you realize that, your goals are a little bit different than before. And now I also realize my capabilities. I'm not competing with others anymore, but I'm simply competing with myself. And that was like a big change in my mindset, because from now, I'm not competing, right? I don't have something else to prove anymore. I just try to be a better person that I was yesterday and worse than tomorrow, right? And so, I've thought about this like several times about the new rituals that I implanted in my daily journeys, to make sure that I can stay calm, consistent, positive, and I continue to spread the positive energies all around me. And doing all those things, whatever it could be, my rituals in the morning, such as expressing gratitude. Now I'm just starting the meditation, producing affirmations, visualizations, doing sport every day, even though if it's just for 20 to 30 minutes a day. I'm taking cold showers. I'm taking supplements. I'm eating healthy and a balanced diet. I don't having sugar. I don't smoke anymore, right? I drink much less than I used to, and all those kind of things really help me out to have a better esteem of myself, to have like a better confidence, and to be able to spread those values all around me as well. Because you cannot ask people or tell people to do something if you are not doing it yourself. Otherwise, you completely lose your credibility. And as we are taking care of others all day long, it's important to make sure that we take care of ourselves. Like how many people I've seen burning out themselves, overworking, not sleeping, not being healthy, and they look like shit when they come back the next day at work or into their life. You can see that they're miserable, and this is not okay. You don't want to be a person like this. It's true that hospitality sometimes is not a very gratifying industry. It's very difficult. Nobody gonna tap yourself in the shoulder to tell you to take care of yourself. And this is something that now I try to, to preach around, and I tell my guys to take care of themselves like if they were athletes, because it's like a performance that we're running every day, making sure that you have enough sleep, making sure that you ate properly, making sure that, you're rested, that you take care of your body, because of course the physical aptitude are pretty tough. When we're running around for 10, 12 hours a day, it's like you have to be able to, to perform and to be fueled. It's like even the staff meal that we have, for example, in the restaurant, I really try to push to make sure that they are balanced and healthy, that we get enough fruits, enough vegetables, enough proteins, enough carbs, to be able to sustain, because otherwise you just eat to survive, and especially that we are proud to be one of the best restaurants in town. If we're not feeding properly the team members, how do you want them to tell a story to their guests, when they're not even treated the same way? So it's all those kind of things where I think it really helps you to build like a certain spectrum about well-being and being and embody, those values, because this is very important in the long term. Hospitality, it's already like a tough world where it's very difficult to work in this industry when you get kids, a family, and other priorities, because you're always stuck, at work. You're always stuck at night. You have to demand and give everything to your team, and it's like a lot of sacrifice and a lot of commitment that we have to give for one another in order to make sure that we can perform elegantly and at high performance as a team, right? So, again, I think hospitality, it's an incredible and rewarding industry. But again, the goal is also to learn how to plan a plan B, because if something happened to us, the day we will get old, the day we can break ourselves, we fall on the street. I have a friend of mine, like a few weeks ago, the guy broke his leg just by playing basketball, like just a wrong snap. The guy is out of business for at least 4 to 6 months, and this can completely destroy your career, especially if you don't have like a financial situation that can help you, if you don't have like an emergency fund, like all those kind of things to help you sustain. So it's all about making sure that we put everything on our side, especially that the life goes on and on and on and on. We're meant now to be here until 70, 80 or plus years old, and we got to make sure that we take care of our machine properly, because this is the only thing we're going to have until the end. And we're going to make sure that now stretching, exercising, meditation, peace, collaborations, eating healthy, having enough sleep, not putting extra shit inside your body, and making sure that you're operating at 100% all the time. This is very, very important, not just for the guests or for the restaurant or for your professional life, but also for your family, for your partner, for your friends, making sure that they can see you as being one of the best version of yourself every day. Okay, so thank you very much, guys, for watching. Continue to, guys, give me your feedbacks and your comments about what you're thinking about those kind of topics, and I hope to see you on the next one. So thank you very much, guys.